Let's get in and look at some of the things that the MYK brain can do. Now, you can always, if you're wanting to practice or if you already know, you have a person in the office with you, already know what treatment you want to do, you can just come straight to this and select the nerve. So we have C1 through C8 over here, T1's on the bottom over here, and then L1 through S2. And you can choose any treatment, so let's choose C6. You can choose a treatment, and you got the treatment videos right here, the one-sided explanation videos. I do a little bit more teaching in these. And so this is the treatment page. You can just go straight to it and jump in and do a treatment. You've got the treatment summary, which is the treatment flip chart. So it's in written form, so you don't have to watch the video if you don't want to. So let's get back. So you can either hit the MYK brain or you can hit the logo. I'm gonna hit the logo. So let's do a postural analysis. We'll do upper and lower body. So we got upper body, and in the upper body, we're gonna say that the head is rotated to the right. Oh, in here, so let's say you don't know how we evaluate the posture. You come under here under how to evaluate. So this is for the scapula, how to evaluate. You click that button.
All right, now we're going to evaluate the scapula. And so what I like to do, first of all, is I like to get on the superior angle.
So, and we just go through, I'll show you exactly what we're looking at. Here are examples. This is actually a practice area. So over a 5-year time frame, I took pictures of both patients and students. And then after that time, I cropped it down to body part. And so each one of these videos, I tried to put an example of each one of the postures so that each video you watch, you can get practice on, this body part. And so if you were to watch all of the example posture practice things here, it would be the upper and lower body. It'd be the equivalent of doing just over 100 full body postural analyses. So it's a really good resource for learning or, getting better at your postural analysis. Okay, so let's jump in. So we're looking at head rotation. We get into the scapula. We have a downward rotated scapula on the left. We have an abducted or a depressed shoulder on the right. That's all we found in that area. We go into the forearm area, so it takes us from the elbow, the forearm, the wrist, the thumb, and the fingers. And we have a flexed elbow. We're gonna say a flexed elbow. Let's do flexed elbow both sides for whatever reason. They have a flexed elbow both sides. We go into the wrist and it's ulnar deviated. We'll choose the right side. That's all we found for the upper body. So now we're going to go down into the lower body. And in the lower body, they were standing a little bit laterally flexed or a little bent off to the side there. And they have an adducted pelvis. They have a plantar, so we didn't find anything in the knee. And they have a plantar flexed ankle and a flexed big toe. So that's what we found there. And so now the check marks just mean we found something. And now this is why we call it the MYK brain, because it does all the thinking for ya. So now it has narrowed down to 2 nerves in the upper body. And so if I look at this and go, you know what? We can choose some symptoms, right? And it can take us there, but I want to show you what it does if we don't. So I'm going to say that none of these symptoms match, just to show you what the next step would be. And so it says, look, we're trying to confirm from C6 and C7. And so from C6 and C7, these muscles listed right here are innervated by C6, but not C7. And these muscles are innervated by C7, but not C6. And so if any of them test different from left and right side, we can say you have a problem on that side. And so we could say, well, look, let's do I did anterior delt in another video. Let's do the posterior delt. We'll just do posterior delt. And if you don't know how we do it, you just play the video.
All right, now we're going to test the posterior deltoid. And what I like to do is...
So we get the thing. All right, and so then we say, okay, yes, it was a C6. It tested different from left and right side. So we go, okay, let's choose C6 as the issue. So we got C6 as the primary. We come down. Everything is at 10% for therapeutic exercises or the strengthening exercises. This is all based off the person's postural imbalances and nerve problem, so it's extremely specific to that person. It tells you exactly what muscles need to be strengthened per person. So it's going to be different for every single person that you do a postural analysis on. So here's the treatment videos. Again, if we want to not watch the video and just do the flip chart, we can get in here and just do the flip chart this way. But we're going to come in, we want to look at the secondary. We want to see what about the lower body? What happened here? And it came to 2 nerves as well. So more than 2 nerves. It's L2, L4, and L5. And so we can, with this, choose, let's just choose L4. I think I did that before. Let's do L5. And so we now have a secondary of L5. Now, the other thing that the lower body has a single position treatment video over here, and that's for people who can't roll over on their sides or roll over on their stomach or anything like that. We want to keep them in one position, so it's how to do the entire treatment from one position. And everything here under L5 is also at 11%, so nothing jumps out. Again, I'm looking for something that's double. We want to save the treatment page, so it's going to save all of our postures that we found and give us our treatments and stuff. We can, if we want to choose some of these exercises, we can either open it up and give it to the person, print it out and give it to them right there, or we can click on it and then email it to ourselves. It says, give us a second and it'll email. It takes about 2 minutes or so to get over to you, and then you can forward that email on to the person. We can save the treatment page right here. And again, it takes about 2 to 3 minutes to get in. And then it sends you a writable PDF that you can then save onto your computer with your person's name if you want. And then when they come back in, you can just click on the PDF. There's a little icon like this, and you click on the picture, and it takes you right back in and repopulates the information. You can make more notes and things like that. But that is a sample of what the brain can do, and let me know if you have any questions. And so I'm going to go back over here and hit the MYK Brain and start over.